is off. Okay. Woo! God dang. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure my audio's on because I've made the mistake before. Wow, my delay is long.
Oh no, D&D signed me out, and I haven't logged into D&D Beyond in like ages.
I use Twitch. This is so much easier.
Oh, maybe I used Twitch. I just tried it with my email. What the heck?
Sadie had a killer game of Fortnite last night, by the way.
Nice.
Solo.
Upload my clip.
All right, our audio is on. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Let's rip and tear. Okay, so welcome back. So, last episode, the fractures of time and trust reached a quiet climax after a charged confrontation with Seraphina and Axe over the price of a chronomantic journey. Kethgar stepped away, followed by Bojack, Luna, and Kezia on a moonlit terrace under the shimmer of Valoria's laylit sky. Kethgar finally confessed that he joined the journey to save the world, yes, but not for the sake of the world. He had hoped to undo the pain of losing his wife and sons. He had ever seen Ebonshire burn and looked away from the cost. With guilt heavy in his voice, he claimed he was beyond forgiveness, but Luna, who had lost everything in that destruction, offered him something more powerful than absolution, a path to redemption. Kethgar went on to reveal the truth of his affliction, Arcana Lapsus. There is no cure, no hope. Only the certainty that one day he'll lose control, and when that day does come, he asks them to make a vow to put me down before I become what we swore to fight. He gave them a ring, simple, gold, and inscribed with the name of his family. This ring will guide your blade. When I'm gone, it will know. Back inside the sanctum, Pharamond was engaged in a different kind of gravity, one of duty and secrets. Seraphina and Axe revealed the next location of the final book, the Book of Death, buried in the burning plains of Avernus, the first layer of the Nine Hells. But to destroy it, they'll need more than resolve. They'll need a divine spark, one still beating inside the soul of Bellis Dern, a fallen paladin who sealed the spark within herself as penance. Only Pharamond was entrusted with the secret. Only he must decide how to take the spark, through mercy, through reason, or through the sword. With emotions still raw and plans still forming, the party is reconvened. Actually, they're split up still. So, Bojack and Pharamond, you guys have departed into Valoria's holy quarter, each seeking guidance from their gods, answers for their paths, or perhaps just silence to think. Elsewhere, Kezia, Luna, and Kethgar gather supplies, uncertain if this is the last time they'll walk the mortal streets before going to the Nine Hells. So, I guess first we'll cut to Pharamond. You are still in the temple of your deity, and the scales are before you. And what are you trying to do in this holy site?
Well, I tried to clean the scales, correct?
You did. Successfully, you cleaned them.
And then, I guess, inspected the mechanism.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a... Yeah, you can either give me an investigation check if you're truly investigating it, or you can give me a religion check if you're trying to connect.
Yeah, I think a religion more, yeah.
Okay.
And do a 21.
A 21. Okay. Very cool. Okay. So, with a 21, as you kneel down and close your eyes, you feel your breath leave you. Not like suffocation, but almost just like a surrender, and a chill wind rises, and then silence. Silence. And then let me shift the scene a little bit. Where are you? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Your scene shifts. He stands in a monochrome cathedral of obsidian and moonlight, the hall of quiet judgment. A single flame burns at the far end of this hallway, surrounded by shattered mirrors and drifting ash. A figure stands before you, and he appears not as a roaring god, but a calm, robed figure of perfect stillness. His face is masked in silver, and when he speaks, it's as if the world pauses with each word. What are you doing as he stands in front of you?
So I've been like kind of like not teleported, but like I'm seeing like it's almost like a vision that I'm having.
Yes.
I would probably I would assume that this is as accurate a depiction as I've ever heard of Kalimvor, correct?
This would be very much so.
I think then I would definitely like kneel and bow my head to hear what he was telling me.
Yep. Okay. So you kneel. Do you kneel just like instinctively in place, or do you walk forward and kneel before the flame?
How far am I from the flame?
You're about 12 to 15 feet away from the flame.
No, I think upon seeing my deity, I would kneel immediately.
Okay. So you drop to your knees immediately, and it takes a minute. And then you hear, it's almost like in your head and in front of you and just all around you, you hear, "You carry the weight of endings, Pheromon. The Ascendant Ones stir, and the echoes of ancient tyrants, shards of those that ruled before the heavens, seek to rise again. These books of ruin, they must be unmade." And he pauses.
I would say, great guide. I have been asked to. Sacrifice one for the good of these books being unmade. I seek your guidance on the best path. Yeah.
The meeting of these primordial shards, if they converge, could challenge the flame of the Ascendants themselves. Will you smite what must be, even if it weeps?
If it is right, then it shall be done.
And will you pass judgment on your own companions if they stray from this path?
The path you give is the only path one needs. I will do all that I can to see the balance maintained.
Okay. In this moment, are you persuading him, as in you believe exactly what you say and agreeing with him, or are you deceiving him?
No, absolutely. Tell him the truth.
Okay.
Absolutely believe in it. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll persuasion then.
Nat 20.
Ooh, okay. I dig it. He looks at you, almost looking to find something in your words. He doesn't seem to find it. So it is carried with a sense of... you can tell you're being genuine. And he stares at you for a minute. And he says, "The gods do not agree. But I do not ask, I warn. Remember what I'm telling you now. These books are not to be wielded, not hidden. They need to be unwritten at all costs."
I understand. They shall not be used again. They will be removed from mortal hands.
See to it. And then you blink your eyes and you're back in the hall. A desecrated temple, which you've been cleaning, but still a desecrated temple. Very much so. What do you do?
Can I like feel if this has been with this vision? I know like the temple is no longer like in the appropriate state. But would it? Can I like deign if it was possible for me to like what I'm really trying to do is be able to cast the spell of recall. Word of recall. And so I'm wanting to know if this is if I've essentially if this location is attuned enough for me to attempt to do a word of recall for this location.
Yeah. So the scales that are in front of you that seemed a little cracked and beaten and worn down seem slightly repaired. Ash is still around you, but it no longer clings to the scale. It could be surmised that this could be used.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and then prepare this as a sanctuary and use it for my word of recall.
Okay. How long does that take?
That is casting time is one action. I'll go ahead and read the spell again.
You can do it as
you
a
and up to
ritual,
5 only.
And it's
Yeah, I'll do it as a ritual. Yeah, I'll use the ritual.
10 minutes?
It doesn't give
30 minutes?
I think it's 10 minutes when it's or 15. I think when it's cast as a ritual, but
Okay.
I've been wrong before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not on a rush. You take 30 minutes to cast this ritual.
Oh, 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Extra 5 to clean up a little bit more. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Do you finish up your business and head on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So you head outside, and Bojack is out there. He seemed to have noticed you inside this holy place after dealing with his own experiences, and he meets you outside of the front gate.
All right. I've been able to prepare. How about yourself?
I as well. The heavens are crazy these days.
I think the hardest part of our journey is ahead.
Yeah, I have no doubt. So I guess are you ready to return to the group?
I am.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right. Thank you for the follow and the likes. Okay, so you guys head back to Seraphina's shop. Ooh, you sent me a little rose. Love a live play. Thank you. You guys head back to the Seraphina's shop, and you meet up with the rest of your companions. And what you know the path ahead. So what are you doing beforehand? I know the rest of the party had mentioned previously in the last episode that you guys did want to go into town. Any provisions you're needing?
I was trying to get my arm healed, but I think Seraphina said that she could help with that, right? Or I need to go to the temple. I forget.
It's a homebrew. She said that it was going to be finished by the time you returned.
Right, okay.
She knew a healer or something that she was going to reach out to.
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. But yes, it's all homebrew.
Probably
Thanks for
check some
tuning in.
equipment. I probably want, at least if it's not too late, check out an equipment shop to see if there's anything in a city like this that might come in handy.
Sure. Yeah. What are you mainly going to be looking for? Or
Weapons or armor
okay.
potentially. Or I think weapons or armor. Yeah.
Okay. What about the rest of the group? What are you guys looking for?
Potentially also weapons or armor. Yeah. I mean, I guess we're in a magical city. Are we gonna need like potions? I can't think of what potion or any magical items we would need. I guess.
There's definitely, there's definitely going to be a blacksmith in the city. Even though this is a magical floating mage city, they still have blacksmiths and they still have magic shops if that's what you're looking for.
Probably best to check out both.
Okay, cool. Kezia, Luna, are you guys looking for anything specific as we go into town?
Nothing really in specific terms. No. I mean, I can mosey on with Bojack to check out any potions or anything like that.
Okay, sure. So you guys take a minute to walk around the town a little bit, and the first thing you notice is there's two buildings across from each other. One seems to be a blacksmith, and one seems to be a magic shop.
All right.
Thank you so much for all the things, my dude. You're awesome. As soon as I'm getting done, I'm gonna follow you up.
I'm gonna start with the blacksmith.
My man.
Yeah, I'll go with blacksmith.
Okay, very cool. So as you go into the blacksmith, first and foremost, you see that this forge is suspended over a open vent of like magical flame fed by the ley line veins of the city itself. Glowing chains hang and into just the air, and molten symbols rotate as hammers strike and ring like bells. And you walk in, and let me get you switched over to a different Roll20 image. Bear with me. Boom, ba, bum, boom, 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 boom. Okay. You see this wide. Ooh, it has not brought you over yet, or I haven't gone over yet. Okay. You see this wide, hulking shoulder, bald-headed dwarf. He's got goggles on his eyes. He pushes them up onto his forehead, and he looks at you, waiting for some kind of answer, question, something.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we are looking for armor and weapons, and wanted to see what you had available, I guess.
So he puts down his hammer and he walks over to in front of almost like the counter, and he looks at you and, what are you looking for?
I am looking for. Do you have anything? Anything with enchantments?
I might. Opens up his ledger, flips it open, and he scrolls through. Mace. Well, the only thing that I have would be I have a silver mace.
Silver's good against undead, right?
And fiends.
Fiends. Yeah. Okay. How much?
100 gold.
Will you do 80?
I'll do 110 gold.
Or I'll do 100.
That's a deal. Okay.
All right.
And he go ahead and I'm gonna put a little note here. Bought a silver mace
Now, is that something that I can add to my own, or will you add that to me to my own?
If you can find it on your own, by all means, add it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll find it.
And then the dwarf looks over at Bojack. You said you went in there too, right? Only you two, or did anyone else go in there?
I didn't really need anything in the blacksmith, but I guess I'll be in there.
I mean, I can look. It doesn't hurt to look.
Okay, so everyone went in. Wonderful. Okay, so he.
Wait, no, I didn't go in.
You didn't go in? Okay, you're just hanging out outside by yourself.
You just seemed really excited that we all went in there, so.
You know, you don't all have to go in there. You walk your own paths. You don't have to go in with the rest of the group if you're not having to buy anything. You can just stand outside and watch.
So real quick.
Yep.
I guess point of question here. It says the only thing it says here for a silvered mace is when you score a critical hit with it against a creature that is shapeshifted, the weapon deals 1 additional die of damage. But I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Does it do it? Look like does the damage? Is it like? I guess how do I calculate the damage for specifically fiends for it?
I just had it giving advantage on attacks on my notes.
Okay, I'll make a
For
custom
this
item then.
specific,
Just
yeah.
add it my own. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it just
thanks.
gives advantage on hits.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So he looks at the rest of you, looks at the girl, sorry, Luna, and you don't seem to ask anything, so he looks at Bojack, and he looks you up and down, Bojack. Okay, what about you, handsome?
Well, I was trying to see if you had any axes or potentially any short swords that would be maybe unique.
Well, like I said, I do have silvered weapons. I mean, I have an axe, and I have... are you looking for something to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Well, ideally deal some damage, if you got something with a little oomph.
Well, I have... Like I said, I have silvered weapons. Looking to deal some damage, I do have this, and he brings up this this ball of just like chains, and he's like, this, and he puts it down very carefully. He's like, this is a tether bomb. You throw it, it explodes, and restrains anyone within 10 feet radius.
Oh, ooh, how much does that thing cost?
Oh, because I like your face, I'll give you a discount. Only 200 gold.
Only 200 gold. Would you do 180?
You're squeezing me dry, and not the way I would like. So, no. You're more than welcome to. So you're more than welcome to roll persuasion if you'd like, or some other roll.
I'll give him a little persuading. Let's... It signed me out. Oh my gosh.
I gotta use your real die.
All right.
I'll roll for you. Nat 1. Sorry, buddy.
No. Oh, would you look at that? Well, let's see. I think I have persuasion is I think. Well, I got a 17 at bare minimum.
Okay. He rubs his knuckles and 180.
Yeah, 180.
I'll make it 175. You take me out.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, you take me out on a date.
No, not again. How about a 180 and I don't?
You're a hard one to clock, ain't you? Okay, 180.
All right, give him that money though. Or,
Fairmont, pay the man.
Oh yeah, how much? 150?
180.
I think that was.
It
what
was going to be 150
How much?
if he takes me on a date. 150.
All right, I guess you take you on a date.
No. Get that man 180.
Do you hand him 180 or 150?
I hit 180.
Okay, cool. He's like, I get off in an hour. He goes back to his anvil. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
So he's going back to his anvil. Unless there's anything else you guys wanting to try and buy from him, you're more than welcome to go across the street.
What kind of daggers you got? Or short swords?
He stops working on his anvil for a minute. I do have a couple of daggers. They're called spell steel daggers. They can pierce through magical barriers and retain enchantments for 1 round. Obviously, he doesn't say round, but he says in his own words, seconds. But if you're looking to... You're a sneaky one, aren't you? I can tell.
I'm a little sneaky.
So you might like some sneaky things. He rolls through his ledger and he opens the book. He's like, I do have a planar anchor chain. He's like, it's in the back. It's kind of heavy, so I didn't want to grab it. But if you are able to entangle something with this, it can't be broken by teleportation or phase magic. So whoever you entangle, they ain't going nowhere. Or, when he flips through a couple other pages, he's like, this is a demon hide cloak. Get a little extra movage and dodging, and also a little bit of heat ain't gonna hurt you. So that would grant you +1 to your AC, and saves on heat-based environmental actions. And he looks at you for a second to see any reaction. Okay, and then what about this? And he flips his pages again. He's like, I call these the Hell Skimmer boots. Once per day, you can use it to walk across molten lava for a minute or two. Oh no, I think
That might actually be
her
useful.
headphones went out.
Oh no!
Oh!
You've had a whole week to charge that? Just kidding.
Can I go get water?
Yep. Yeah, go get water.
Technical difficulties. Okay, lets you walk across lava for a whole minute.
I look back at my team and I'm like, are we gonna go anywhere that's hot or lava?
Never know.
They don't know.
There's a good.
Pheromone.
Oh, that's right. They. I'll say, you never know. We don't quite know what we're getting into, so if it's a reasonable price, it might be worth picking it up.
How much are the what was the boots and the cloak again? You said the boots I can walk on fire or on lava once. Yeah, how much are those?
500 gold
A piece?
per boot. No,
You.
250 per boot.
So I can just have one boot.
It doesn't
And what
really work
was
that way.
and what was the cloak?
Oh, this cloak will allow you to hold your own in heat-based environments, and it also grants +1 AC.
How much is the cloak?
300.
I think the cloak's probably better, to be honest.
And the other thing that he was talking about, just to keep in mind, is the anchor chains. Can't be broken
Yeah.
by teleportation or phase magic.
Oh, wait a second. Do you think we can use the chains for Kefgar?
How much are the chains?
250 gold.
We're spending a lot of money here.
How much money do we have?
Yeah,
And we have about 2,200 gold in total.
2200.
I
This
say
would
spend it
be-
all.
This would be 850.
Spend it all. We might not make it back.
Will you do 800 for both?
Wait, no.
No. No, was it 750?
It's 250. No, it's 250 for the chains, and you said 250 for the cloak.
300 for the cloak.
250
Oh, wait.
for the cloak.
300 for the cloak.
250 for the cloak.
Oh, so you're saying 500 for both?
Yes.
Give me a persuasion. Luna, since you and Kethgar, or not Kethgar, you and Pheromon are kind of going back and forth helping each other, he can either roll with you or he can just give you advantage on your roll.
I'll give you advantage.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, you said what? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Okay, so first roll is a 23. And the next one's a 28.
Flat?
Sheesh.
Okay, well, nice. Okay.
Well, plus, yeah, obviously plus 10, yeah.
500 for the chain and the cloak.
Yeah, together.
Can you guarantee he's going to take me somewhere nice?
What? What? I'm not in this right now. This is not my transaction.
If you can
You drive a
guarantee that,
harp.
450.
I look at my friend.
Let's not be hasty.
Oh, hold on, no, how about this? How about 475? And he tells you something nice.
Huh?
Well, he's already taking me somewhere. I just want to be taken somewhere nice.
No. $475 gold. And then my friend here would just tell you something nice right now. No
Yep.
date.
No, but
sweet nothing.
that's his. He told me that he was going to take me out.
I didn't say that.
Not you, cutie. Him. He points to Pheromon.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I'm about to deal off this thing. He starts putting his little book
No.
away.
500, come on!
Where are we going?
She was very convincing, come on, 500.
All right, 500. But he goes in the back real quick and he grabs the anchor chain and the demon hide cloak. All right. Now, the 450 was to take me somewhere nice, but he still promised that you would take me out in an hour, so I'll see you in
I
50
did
minutes.
not say that.
I'll come for you.
Wait,
And he hands you the anchor chain and the demon hide cloak.
Alright.
Demon hide armor or cloak?
Cloak.
Okay, well, it's not anymore.
Yeah, these are all homebrew stuff, so. Hold on, let me do it. You bought some weapons. I just want to make sure. You bought some weapons, planar anchor, demon hide, and tether bomb.
Yeah, I need to transfer some coins into another coin real quick.
you got anything else that'll increase AC?
Oh, well, let's see. I mean, I still have the boots. Let's see. I got this helm. It'll grant you able to breathe water and immunity to cold damage, but also you're going to hear whispers like 24/7.
Wait.
So I might not buy that. Do you like
What's that helm
warhammers?
Oh, there.
Are you a warhammer
What kind of
guy?
hammer we talking? What kind of hammer we talking about here?
I got one that if you hit somebody, you can expend a charge to dispel a magical effect.
To what?
To what?
To dispel a magical effect. So if you hit someone, if there's a magical effect going on, it's dispelled. It's like a dispel magic.
Is
Okay,
it,
wait.
like,
Wait,
does
how
it
much is
work
that?
against the party or like just the person using the hammer?
Depends on who you hit.
What's level spell does it dispel?
Let me look it up real quick. Sorry. Actually, from me building this earlier, I just said it's just dispel
does?
magic.
Oh my gosh.
This thing's
That's correct.
This thing's
Okay, how much is
OP,
that?
800.
800?
All right, Fairmont, pay the man.
that's really
No.
that's really pretty good actually. 800?
500.
All right. If I take you on a date,
Not you. Him. Makes his lips a little bit. Points to Bojack.
Oh, no. You know, Why?
500.
Brother,
You-
300 gold savings on this hammer? That's a pretty good deal.
Okay, how about this deal? How about this deal? How about this deal? 650, and I jostle your caboose a little.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay.
That's enticing.
I don't even know what he just said. Something about a caboose.
You're gonna jostle me.
it's a 12.
He looks at you. He's like, I like that, but we'll see how the night goes.
What?
Like I
What?
said, it's either 800 gold, flat out, or 450. You take me out somewhere nice tonight.
Dude, 450 if you take him out, bro.
Do we have time?
I don't think this is this kind of campaign, but like you could, bro. 350 gold save, you kidding me?
Wait, hold on here. Okay, like just speaking realistically, are we like if I said yes, do you have this prepared for somebody to go on a date?
Or can we just like time skip it and get the cliff notes?
I have all paths lined out. My web of
Oh
D&D
my
is... There's a lot of weird holes that go down on my designs.
What do you do at night?
So anyways,
Makes blacksmith fan fiction apparently.
Yep.
Money on this thing. We don't have money to take him out on a date.
I mean,
Dude,
to
you
be
could
fair,
you could buy him a house for
he says an hour. You guys are making some plans to leave.
Travis making smut routes in our team.
smut routes in our
Yeah.
campaign, that's right. It's a
little bit.
really good
Okay. So
It's called
you said
tusks and
4.
hammers.
If it's 450, I want you to shake on it.
And you'll take me out tonight and tomorrow?
Tonight and tomorrow.
And
you said
tomorrow
that wasn't part of the deal.
Okay, just tonight.
Does he shake on it?
He has his hand out.
The dwarf has his hand out.
He has his
Yeah.
hand out.
All right, look, you guys, don't judge me for this.
Alright.
You gotta
it's
do
in.
what you gotta do.
We're locked in. That's sent.
Goes back
Trade
to
is
the-
made.
Shakes his hand.
Ooh, shakes his hand. Okay, hand over the 450 gold.
It has been sent.
Beautiful. He hands you the rune-bound warhammer.
Nice,
It's
dude.
now in your inventory.
All right, so I'm more than anything, I'm just curious as to what on earth you cooked up for this date.
Well, he's still got a little bit of time, so I mean, you guys can still do whatever you want. If you want to go back to Seraphina's,
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I mean, I know we need spell. I know we could probably use some. Actually, I would like to go for Seraphina for stuff. I think unless some people want to buy potions and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought we wanted to check.
Yes, go
that
check out the potion seller. I require your strongest potions.
yeah. So
Just-
you guys, he goes back to his hammer and takes one last look and blows the Bojack. He puts up a 4 and then a 5, and winks. 45 minutes. So, you guys already spent like 15 minutes before he gets off, or 45.
Right.
So, so you head across the street, and let me pull up that bada binga bada booba. You see, oh no, I did change it to what it should have been. You go across the street and okay. What the flip is going on? Why is it all super light? I don't know what the heck that's about, but you can pretty much see it. That's weird.
It's kind of smoky in here right now.
It's kind of smoky in there. It's not supposed to be smoky. So you see this lilac-colored stone tower in front of you across the street. And the sigils are shifting among the surface, and you smell sulfur and just ozone, but also some like lilac wafts through the smoke, the violet smoke that never clears. And you see this tall Eladrin elf standing very like proper and just standing like, hey, were you just standing and looking at the front door before we came in? It's clear they were not doing anything before you walked in. Bronze skin, purpley, almost like crystalline eyes, just and they greet you. Potions for pain, scrolls for flight, charms to ward off teeth that bite. What can I do for you?
Potion seller. Require your strongest potions.
I do have potions. What are you looking for?
What health potions do you have?
And he kind of just sinks down. He doesn't bend down. He just kind of like almost like drifts down. And he looks back up. He's like, "Well, this is strange, but I don't carry common health potions. Only strange things."
What do you mean, strange things?
What strange things are you looking for?
You
Well,
got
I was
anything
looking
that'll
for. I
help
was.
somebody out?
You got anything? We're looking for spells or potions of protection, maybe potions to help our speed, or help us fight, I guess.
I do have this, and he brings up a little bottle. It's red. It's a potion of fire resistance. Self-explanatory. And maybe this is this oil. It's called the Flame Lane oil. And if you take this and you rub it on your weapon, it does a little extra damage to some fiends.
How much extra damage are we talking?
1d4 radiant damage against fiends.
Ugh. All right.
It's like, oh.
What's the resistance potion? It just gives you half damage on
fire
flame
resistance.
attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I see you're looking for something maybe a little more strange. What about this? And he brings out this amulet in a box. He's like, once per day, if you're wearing this, it'll grant you resistance against psychic damage or charms.
And charming?
And charming.
How much?
500 gold.
What if he takes you on a date? How about what's the price then?
When he hears you say that, he looks over at you. What if you take me on a date? Well, I haven't been on a date in quite some time, but you're a strapping young orc.
No, I said him.
250 gold, and you take me on a date in 45 minutes.
You.
No, dude. Let's just no. It's no. 500's too rich for our blood.
I'm a team player.
Hey, I respect that. I get it. I'm not. No one's questioning that. All right. I think it's all right.
Yeah. Okay, what about this? This is brand new. It's called the Vial of Chronoflux. If you drink it, you gain a little more luck in the world. So what it'll do is, if you fail a save, and you've already drinking this, you can re-roll your save. But you must accept the second roll. It's 500 gold.
Golly, what's up with all these insanely expensive items?
Don't you know where you're
Nah,
at?
man. I know. How many people are buying $500?
How did you
gold?
get here if you didn't know how our economy works? We're rich. All of us.
Just
Fine, you roll me down. He takes me out in 40 minutes and 200 gold.
I'm not doing all this date stuff. I'm not doing it. I refuse to be sidetracked by obligated dates.
It's one date, man.
Wait, okay, I'd like to huddle with Pheromon real quick here.
Yeah, go ahead. Huddle up.
Okay, look. What if we do this? I take him on a date, and then the other guy sees him. And then they fight, they tussle, and that's when I sneak away. We get out of here.
It's crazy enough it just might work. Okay. Um, 500 for the amulet and the luck potion. And a date.
For a
With the
date
orc.
with the orc. It's a deal.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the vial of chronoflux over into you, and the amulet of mind warding. Okay. What about you? At this point, Kezia, are you in the shop with them too, or are you still outside looking in the windows, playing with bugs or something?
Maybe bugs.
I did actually I did go inside of the potion shop. I was trying to see if there was anything maybe for like druid or like spell related kind of things, but after hearing the price, I've just kind of been
Yeah.
staying silent and watching all this unfold.
Yeah. He looks at you. He's like, "You look like you like small little animals or bugs. Could I entice you with this?" And he brings out this jar. It's about like a 5-inch jar on the tithe. And you see a little like swirling vortex. And he's like, "This is an imp from the 9 hells. And if you open it, he'll do what you want for 10 minutes."
How much?
Just 200 gold.
What happens after 10 minutes?
He dies. And he goes back to the plains of the 9 hells.
Okay.
What?
What? Stroke?
Can I try and say something like pull while you guys are looking while the team and friend while the party's looking at it? Can I pull him aside and ask him? Say one was in the 9 hells and release this imp. What would happen?
He thinks for a second. Well, being that he would be on his own plane, but he's no longer bound by your instructions, I would imagine he would try to kill you. But that's the thing with these imps; they're pretty harmless. So whatever you wanted to do, it's not going to harm anybody. It really can't. But if you want to annoy somebody or to use it for distractions, I mean, they're great for that. They're imps.
Kind of sounds like an expensive 10 minutes.
Sounds like a very expensive 10 minutes. I think we'll pass.
Okay.
On the bug.
Little one, what about this? Do you know how to read? He looks at Luna.
Oh, she can't read.
Do you know how to speak and read Infernal, little one?
In what?
Infernal.
No.
The language of the demons and devils. Well, here, this is a scroll I have. That if you're nearby Infernal script, you'll be able to read perfectly.
For how long?
He flips it over. Oh, it says a day.
How much?
75 gold. It's on sale.
50
Which one?
included in the package with the date.
What'd you say? 15 and what with the date?
No, 50 and include it in with the package with the date. Because we're kind of doing a bundle deal plus the date, right?
Well, so you want to bundle this after the deal was made for him to take me on 2 dates?
Wait.
No, I don't think the deal was done. We haven't paid yet.
Oh no, we definitely paid. Sorry.
Never mind. I think 75 gold is a pretty good deal.
I think we could do 75 gold. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay. Move that over too. Okay. Anything else you're wanting? I got some high value goods if you're looking to spend some coin.
Compared to the ones we already bought.
You guys thought that was a lot of coin?
All right. What else do you have?
It's like, he shrinks back for a second. And he's like,
Where's the real high value stuff?
Don't waste my time.
So he's like, okay, I got 2 things here. This little bottle. This is called the Potion of Nightmares. If you give it to someone, terrible nightmares. And in this, and he brings it down from the high shelf, a scroll of plane shift. Only works to travel into a plane.
Doesn't allow you to shift back into this one?
One way. So pick
How
your
much?
plane wisely. 700 gold.
Jesus.
If we were on a different plane and elected to transport ourselves to this one, would it work that way?
It would. Only one way.
We'll come back for that. We have other shops to see, so we'll be back around.
All right. I'm just saying this is my last one in stock.
Are you selling a lot of them around here, are you?
Well, I had 2 this morning.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna go.
Okay. So you guys take off, and you were only spent 10 minutes in there. So and as you walk out the door, this Eladrin elf, and he's like, hey, and he strokes his chest a little bit. I'll see you in 40.
Oh my God.
Actually, sorry. At this point, it'd be 35.
Oh my
Okay, you guys are in the you guys are in the street of these 2 shops. Still have, if everything is going to be going to plan, you still have about 30 minutes. More than enough time to get back to Seraphina's shop or do anything.
Let's go back to Seraphina's, I think. Anybody against that?
I'm good with that.
No. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys head back to Seraphina's shop, and okay, woo. Hold on. Wait a minute.
10 toes in, we'll sing no.
Step up.
Shoot. Hold on. Where's my notes? Where's my notes? Oh, crap. Where are my notes? Where are they?
Newts?
Where are my notes? I don't know where they are. Ah!
Oh, did your spot notes get deleted?
My smart notes. Okay, so you head back to Seraphina's shop. As she greets you, she's like, so, are you ready to traverse the plains?
So
How are we meant to get back?
Well, it's quite easy. After you find the book in there, and she looks at you, Pheromon, specifically, you come back to the same spot that you arrived in, and I'll zip-tap you out.
What I want to ask is, can I have some money?
You want to ask her if you can have some money?
We still require a few more provisions before we set off. But I see the inflation that occurs on a magic city such as this.
Yes, even the price to get into this city is quite high. I mean, don't get me wrong, you all look strapped for cash, except for probably you. I know who you are, Fairmont Doldeep, of the Doldeep Platinum Mines. Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to get here on your own.
We're current, just for the team knows, we're at 672 gold left.
So can we have some money, please?
I need 100 gold. Is what I need.
Yeah, are you asking her for gold?
In order for us to feel confident that this mission is, in case of contingencies, we need one more item that requires some gold.
Well, what item would that be? I feel like you're pretty well prepped for everything that we have set up.
I stare her down. I say, last I checked, we're the ones going on this quest, not you.
Okay. Are you trying to intimidate her?
A little bit, knowing that, I'm the one. Yeah, intimidate a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Go and roll intimidation.
That is a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. How much do you need?
Like I said, 100 gold.
She snaps her fingers, and then a little pouch comes down, and she pulls out 100 gold. And to get this 100 gold, she kind of moves like 3 or 4 platinum out of the way. Here. Don't spend it all in one place.
It's kind of impossible not to, but all right. Even if I didn't want to, there's nothing selling anything for less than 100 gold here. So, thanks. Can I go back? I don't know if the whole party needs to go back, but we'll take the deal on the scroll.
Okay. Yes. Let me put it in the little section of which you bought things. Okay. Yeah, you have it. You were able to get there and back pretty quickly.
Deal with the gold 1 second.
Yeah, okay. So what are we doing? She looks at you one more time. So are you ready to go? Or do you have plans?
Wait. So if we're ready, are we leaving like now?
No, we have to leave in the morning. We got to rest before we go.
No. I mean, all right.
She looks at you and like, well, if you need to... again, time is not on our side. And she looks around and she points her finger down to the ceiling, and this dust settles all around you guys, and you just feel rested. She's like, if that suffices, you all look a little better.
And then,
rest feeling last.
is it like a normal
you've done
sleep?
a long rest.
Normal
yeah.
rest? Okay,
Long
cool.
rest right now.
Like we've done a long rest. Okay.
Okay, so we can get like a health back and stuff too?
Yeah.
Does it
It
count
was a
as
long
long
rest.
rest?
Effects
Okay.
of a long rest, yeah.
Alright. Where is the long rest? There it is.
Oh.
So yeah, make sure
Sweet.
everyone's long rested.
Lastly, I hold up my stump of an arm.
And she's like, yes, I see that. I told you before when you were back from the Nine Hells I'd be able to do something about that.
Back from the Nine Hells?
Growing
God.
an arm doesn't take 5 minutes. I'm sure this is a little above your comprehension, but unfortunately it doesn't happen that quick.
This is super out of left field, but can I take out the blue and red orbs that we had way back from Perfection or whatever it was called, and say, while we are here, we came across these in our travels. Can you ascertain their purpose?
Oh, interesting. She grabs the orbs and holds the orbs in her hands, jostles them around a little bit. And she's like, well, these are definitely a pair. You put this one, the blue one, in... it has like a diameter of a small town. And this red one, if you look inside of it, you'll see everything in that town. So this is definitely for surveillance.
Okay. So the blue is like the surveillance point, and the red is the surveillance, like the monitor of it.
Yeah. And she says, okay, look at this. And she rubs in a certain pattern on the blue one and taps it, and it ripples out like the whole thing is just made of water. And then you see not the entire floating island of Valori because this is a city, not a small town. But you
Yeah,
see like
yeah.
a nearby neighborhood, and in the red orb you see like people walking around, and she like does the zoom in on like a smartphone and zooms in,
Yeah.
and you can kind of see like almost through the windows, and she's like, "No, of course you can't go through items. That's not realistic." But she zooms in a lot, and you can look in the window, and everyone like turns to look at the window, and you all see just like yourselves like looking at each other.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a purpose for this now, but that would have been cool to know a long time ago.
Yep.
What's the value of a pair of items like this?
Oh, for the right buyer, I don't know, maybe 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold. Okay, we'll hold on to them for now. All right.
So ready to
All
go.
right. I think I'm good. Well, once we get all our items like put in our things, then yeah, I think we're good to go, right? Like metagame wise, yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we can add that all in after. Okay. She's like,
Anybody else need anything else to do?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
trying to
that's
leave as quickly as possible.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid these dates.
Kethgar pushes through the rear. He's been with you guys the whole time, just very silent. He's like, "Let's get this over with, witch." And she's like, "Fine, if you're all ready." And she brings her finger up in the middle of the room, and her nail just like elongates and sharpens, and she pierces through the air and just like drags her finger down, ripping space and time all the way down to the bottom of the floor. And you see these black and purple tendrils open up, and you see before you, let me switch around our view a little bit. Where are we?
Oh, dragons.
Like I said, these black and purple tendrils, this viscous fluid floating around, this rip in space and time. She's like, "There's your entrance, Avernus. Careful on the way in. There's a little bit of a drop."
Yeah, all right.
Looks nasty.
Okay. Do you
No way
guys
but forward.
go in, or what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's a gaping hole. It's not
Walk
going to be open
walk
forever.
in.
Here we go.
Yep. So as you step in, there is a little bit of a drop. There's about 6 feet of a drop. So everyone make me a dexterity save.
Dexterity.
17.
Okay.
15.
Okay. It's got to be the 10.
4.
Oop. Not a 10. Cassie, what do you got?
Oops, sorry, when I'm rolling a
Dex save.
uh, 17.
Okay, yeah, all of you pass except for Fairmont. You go to it's like you're trying to like reach in like under like a car hood where you put your hand on top of the hood and then you kind of
Find the
go
latch.
in, but as you go to reach in to find it, obviously you miss the hand portion, so you, instead of it reaching to the top of the portal, you just go straight through, tumble over, and just take 2 points of damage falling.
Of course I do.
You lift your head up to the sky to see this ceaseless storm of churning, sickly red clouds. Green lightning streaks across the sky. Meteors crash down in the horizon like arrows gone astray. And the smell of just burning copper and ozone. This land is broken and jagged and twisted. All around you, you see just like lava veins bubbling up and ash falling. And she sticks her head through the portal one more time. And she's like, "Oh, and by the way, you didn't ask, but you'll need this." And she drops a scroll. And as it hits the ground, it opens. And it's a map showing different landmarks to find your way. She pops
great.
her head one more time. She's like, "By the way, seek the Quiet One. He'll help you along your journey. I marked it on the map." And she pops her head back in, and the gate shuts behind you. And you guys are sitting there on a hill in the 9 Hills. And with that, we're going to end today's session. So thank you for everyone who's joining in. Thank you for the Dragon's Rest Tavern. Shout out you, my homeboy. You were dropping little things here and there and followed, and I really appreciate that. As always, may your dice rolls be epic and your adventures legendary.